Hey guys, this is Will from Will Source One's channel. On this review, I'm doing one of my all-time very favorite superheroes. It's Prince NAMOR, the Submariner from Marvel Comics. Actually, he was probably one of my more favorite characters as I was a kid. He also had a Saturday morning animated series that debuted in 1966. I basically watched it when it was syndicated. It was dead dog old when I was watching it as a kid. But the animation was sort of limited, but the voices and the artwork on it was actually great. It was classic, type of Marvel. A little history on the Submariner. The Submariner was actually probably one of Marvel's first, three superheroes. Before Marvel was Marvel, they were really timely comics. And Submariner, Captain America, the Human Torch, and Toro was actually Marvel's first superheroes. Now, getting to the Human Torch, it wasn't a Human Torch, actually, of the Fantastic Four. This Human Torch was created by a doctor. It was actually a robot, an android. And he also had a sidekick later on that they introduced called Toro, which was another Human Torch, but more of a younger version of the Human Torch. But anyway, getting back to Submariner, those is actually Marvel's staple superheroes back then, the main ones. Basically, a lot of what they done then in the late 30s and 40s, they did like a lot of the little Hitler, Nazi type bashing, and the Japanese Empire type, rock'em sock'em type stuff. So a lot of it was like a lot of propaganda type, material in comics though. But anyway, those classic comics, and worth a little money now. I own a few of them. I'm not really that big on a lot of the comics more so like in that period because of more like the line of stuff that it has in it though. But I sort of got into the Submariner more so collecting his comics when he sort of got into the 60s, and that's the one that I mostly enjoyed looking at and reading. Was more so when they gave more of a purpose. So anyway, hey, this statue right here is made by Hard Hero Enterprises. They did a great job on this statue. It's one of my all-time favorite ones. And I hope you enjoy the review video. Hey, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.
The figure of the mighty Submariner speaks surface work, and in the dark hours of the surface world's night, soon emerges from the sea.
My head spins, and my limbs are weak, yet some powerful compulsion drives me on. There is something here that I must find. I must.
And as night dissolves into morning,
Hey, buddy. There's a law about sleeping on the beach. Come on your feet. What's your name? And where do you live?
I cannot remember.
A trip to the station might refresh your memory.
Unhand me, no one touches my person.
And nobody strikes an officer of the law. You're under arrest.
Think you, your puny weapons can frighten me?
Brother, that judge it. I'll book you for... Hey, what the... You're right there! I just don't believe it.
Hey guys, on to another review. On this review, we're presenting the Savage Submariner from Hard Hero Enterprises. I'll give you like a little history of Submariner. Submariner is like actually one of the three or probably four first characters of Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics actually in the very beginning in the 30s was called Timely Comics, which Submariner appeared in it. Later on, like around the 40s during World War II, far as around America and like a lot of other countries that was involved in the war who tend to do more propaganda type material, the Submariner more so teamed up with Captain America and the Human Torch to fight the Nazis and Mussolini and also the Japanese Empire. So it was basically, him and Captain America was used as more of an American type, fighting back at the evil of man. So later on, after the war was over, they saw the retired Submariner, and he didn't really reappear actually until actually the Fantastic Four. But he's one of my favorite characters. As I was a kid, he was a more harder comic to find, or to actually have to go more downtown to find this comic. But I'll show you the beauty of this statue. We start off with a real nice classic Prince Namor the Submariner pose. You know, it's classic swimming trunks. And who can forget, you know, the wings on his ankles. Actually, at this time, the early part of Marvel, before they was really, before they knew really where they was really going with the X-Men, the Submariner was actually the first mutant from Marvel Comics. But later on, as Marvel got in depth into the mutant craze, and they really went really, I guess, further back, they more so introduced the very beginning of that mutant gene, which they shown that Apocalypse was one of the first from the beginning of man. Okay, on to the statue of the water. This is actually classic. I love the translucent type blue ocean look. There's even the foam right here on the sand that they're showing, and you can even see the other foot like still submerged into the simulated water. And the classic Submariner wings. They did a great job, especially with his muscles. Classic Namor look. Just want to give you guys a closer look at the detail of the face. There's also talk of doing a Submariner movie, which actually would be pretty cool. I look forward to seeing that. Those classic bands. One thing about Submariner I always remember is his trunk, I guess belt buckle, always had the sea shield on it. And I love more him exploding out the water, but more of a splashing type effect. And her here did an excellent job with the translucency of this water effect. One of the better ones that I have seen done. Even the detail of a span. It's classic Submariner crew cut.